Welcome to the Mid-Table Gamer. Today, bringing you a match from AdeptiCon 2024. It's sBrisket's Order versus Yukai's Fisherman. We're going to start off with sBrisket making a risky 3-inch kick. Not very many successes possible here, but he makes a successful kick. The first scatter stays on his side of the pitch. Second scatter does as well. So I give the ball to Grayscales. First activation, Grayscale passes to Knuckles. Knuckles dodges behind. I really need to try to protect this ball. I know how fast the Order can score and how easily they can score. Followed up by a jog. Michael's first activation is with Pride. He's just going to get him within 4 inches of the goalpost and give anatomical precision to Spigot. Both of us continuing to set up and burn activations. Tentacles moves forward just a slightly. Benediction is going to sprint forward and put Sturdy on Spigot. He is getting ready for that big goal run. And then I just move Angel forward, try to get her into position for a goal later. sBrisket is going to arm open and get the ball from Spigot. Spigot will take his dodge. She's going to pass to Harry. Harry will take his dodge, gaining momentum for both of those because that's what they love to do. And then she's just going to sprint up into cover. Still, again, just setting up. Both of us just setting up. On my turn, I'm just basically going to burn Fathom's activation and just move her up into cover, wasting 4 influence. I'm not trying to overextend at all here. Michael's going to activate Mist, have her just sprint up into cover, prepared for her next attack. That's going to be a pretty big threat range. And then I'm going to activate Yukai. Yukai is going to take a sprint up into the middle of the field. We'll break surface on Spigot, bringing Spigot closer to me, but actually farther away from the ball after I legendary Knuckles right there next to the goalpost, engaging Pride. In response to me plopping Knuckles down right behind his line and in goal threat range, he activates Harry. Harry is going to use the free pass he gets from Benediction to pass the ball to Spigot. It's a pretty risky roll, but he makes it. He dodges Spigot back into action, undoing what Yukai just did. And then he walks in and bases Knuckles, gives him attack, and pops Knuckles' resilience. Okay, time to activate Knuckles and get some momentum and score my goal. I'm going to have him take a jog just to the extent of 2 inches of Harry. And he buys his first attack. Bam, momentous knockdown. Second attack, momentous double push. And the third is going to be another momentous double push. Oh, and this, my friends, is why you should always take the influence off of the stack before taking your action. Because I just realized Knuckles only had 3 influence on him. If I would have taken that off before, I would have known and been able to shoot my goal. So instead, I drop the ball and try to keep it as far away from Spigot as possible. Okay, it's time for Spigot to activate and make me pay for that really big mistake. Spigot is going to pass the ball to Benediction. Benediction will dodge, engaging Knuckles. Spigot will then take a walk, call the ball back, and dodge, engaging Knuckles. Spigot's going to buy an attack into Knuckles and choose to take the ball's gone option and pass the ball to Benny, getting another 4-inch dodge, getting around Knuckles, and grabbing up that ball. It's good and bad in a way. The good news is he has the ball, and Knuckles gets +2 dice on this counterattack. My counterattack, unfortunately, only gets 1 success. So I push Spigot 1 inch further into his field. He's going to attack Knuckles, get another dodge, pass to Benny. Benny's going to take the dodge. And then Knuckles is going to lightning reflex into Benediction. I know it's a risky move because of the knockdown Spigot has, but Spigot only takes the 3 damage. What I didn't realize, because I was so flustered from my mismanagement of my influence, Michael had stood up Pride. Pride gets a counter attack, the counter charge, and he will knock down Knuckles. And that's the end of turn 1. Not really what I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting at least a goal apiece, at least one goal. But instead, we probably going to have to grind this out a little bit. Brisket and Mist, both in striking distance. Fathom is in a great spot if I can get the ball to her. And that little scrum around Knuckles not looking so happy for me. And, of course, Spigot with all his shenanigans, being able to just grab a ball and go and score at any time. Yikes. Michael definitely wins initiative here. So I get to put -1 tack on the Spigot. He puts put me back in coach onto Mist. And we allocate our influence. Get on with turn 2. Michael will activate Benediction first. Benny will walk with both balls. Using his free pass, he will pass the real ball to Brisket, who's loaded with influence. He will then take the dodge into Yukai, attacking Yukai and getting a push. I spent a second here trying to find the sweet spot, engaging Brisket, but still out of Mist and Benny's engagement. And I do find it. It's a pretty small spot, but it's there. So I make a jog with Yukai and then Swirling Waters themselves into that spot. Spend an influence to attack Brisket and get the momentous tackle. I then pass the ball back to Tentacles, take that 4-inch dodge towards Fathom and as far away from Brisket as possible. I really don't think I'm out of Brisket's threat range here, but the close control in cover is best I can do. Next to activate is Harry. He clears his conditions, takes a walk of 4 inches, and throws a Molotov. Maybe trying to slow down Fathom a little bit on her goal run or block Grayscales from coming in without getting the burning condition. So let's see if Knuckles can do a little bit of work over there by himself. I buy an attack into Pride. Get me a knockdown. Then we buy an attack into Spigot and just get the momentous 1-inch push. We'll do another attack into Spigot. I really want to knock him down, but I get a 1-inch push. So Pride is the better target to try to farm this last momentum. So I put the attack into it and get the momentous 1-inch push. It's Mist's turn. Mist, being in cover, gets +2 movement. So a little bit extra jog, which will be used to go around Yukai, staying engaged, and then we'll buy an acrobatics, dodging out and into Tentacles. Basically, just going to get some attacks, and the first one is going to miss. The second one gets a momentous dodge, and the third one is another miss. We're basically just wasting some activations right now. So Angel is going to go jog into cover. And then Pride is going to attack Knuckles, pop the resilience. Knuckles counters, gets a 1-inch push. and it's just about time for the important players to go. Up to me, I have to decide whether it's grayscales or fathom. I think it should be fathom, get the goal run while I can. So I start measuring out, trying to figure out what's the most efficient way of doing it. I decide it's just a sprint in acrobatics engaging spigot. Buy an attack into him, which is highly unlikely I get any results, but I do. I get 1 damage. And then I shoot the goal and score the goal. And Michael places the ball, looking for a good scatter here, and he gets it. It lands just behind Brisket. So now it's Brisket time. She does an I'm open from Benny, calling for that ball of light. She gets it, dodging to now have both balls. Now Michael's trying to figure out how to do this and get a plum. So he decides he's going to charge tentacles. Tentacles, defense stances, and counterattacks. He charges, fails to get a plum. And in my opinion, anytime you stop a plum, that's kind of a success. So, but he takes the dodge, shoots, and scores for fun. So now the game is tied 4 apiece. So I kick the ball out towards grayscales, and now it's my turn to hope for a lucky scatter. I definitely get it. So grayscales is going to take a jog, hitting the Molotov and stopping. Where'd they go? Snapping the ball, and then I pass to Fathom and take the snapshot and get the goal. Go up to 8-4. With an unfortunate goal kick, the ball lands right on Yukai, snapping it up for sure. And then with momentum tied at 1, it came down to what cards we're throwing. Michael had a 6. I had the +7. So that gave me initiative, allowing me to go first. After allocating influence, activate Yukai first. I try to figure out my charge lane with the Benediction right there. I got to avoid his 2-inch melee. I use flying to go over the obstacle if I have to. So I end up charging Pride, and I get a momentous double dodge, wrap to 1 damage. And then I just put a series of attacks into Pride. We do momentous double dodge, we swirling waters on Knuckles, and another momentous double dodge. Saving 1 left over to take the goal shot, which we are literally base to base with, and we make the goal shot. Score my 3rd goal, go up 12-4. It was a great game. Michael's a very good opponent. And the order, wow, it is just so hard to stop them from scoring goals. I'm surprised I did it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Mid-Table Gamer. Bye.